For January the 23rd, 2026, we talk about Quarantine Zone Last Check, DeadCore Redo, Robocop Rogue City, and much more. Welcome to Level 572. My name is Kaye Ross.
I'm Dennis Furia.
I'm Moxie.
And you're listening to The Level. It's a podcast for people who love video games. We were going to have Ben on tonight, but he had to tap out at the last moment. So, bummer. It's going to be a 3-style, and it might be kind of short. Fuck, I doomed us by saying...
You absolutely jinxed it.
Yeah, no, okay. We can make it our Dan Beeswax to have it be short if we want.
Shut up, we gotta go.
Yeah. No, so I'm trying to think of other stuff. I don't know if we talked about, but if you just listen to this, there are some changes coming to the Patreon that are real cool. Go check out the State of the Union post that we put up on the Patreon, available for everybody to read, because that is going to start taking effect in February, which is real cool. So that's the only business I can think of. Dennis,
just from scrolling comments, people seem psyched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more Unfilmable is good. I am looking forward to doing that, and people really enjoy that show. So, yeah,
is that
cool?
Sorry, I'm horrible with names. Is that the video game to film one?
No, that's Adaptation Decay. Unfilmable is our horror movie podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dennis, what's going on?
Yeah, here's something that is horrible, I guess. I made my kid's friend cry this week, so that was fun. No, actually, in context. So it was a Pathfinder group, and this kid played a rogue that had been nigh untouchable for most of the campaign, and got taken down to death saves for the first time.
Ooh.
So mostly he was just stunned while he was down, and then there were tears of relief when he came back up and his party saved him.
Okay.
So, they were all cheering and hugging, and he's excited to play again. So that was fun. But the story is great because, as written in the adventure path, the first time the party sleeps in this location, there are crocodiles that ambush them at night.
Okay.
Which I don't actually know if that's a thing that crocodiles do. I don't know how nocturnal they are.
No.
And in terms of short range ambush, jump out of the water. Okay, sure. But, whatever. It's a fun new monster to fight. Gives me some fun, grab and death roll moves and all that.
Yeah.
But they're getting ready to sleep for the night, and the wizard decides to cast Alarm. Which great move. His last spell slot of the day. And it's good work, kid. All right. So you get this is going to be good. So the alarm wakes him up. There's something that's bam, bam, trying to knock open the door. And I give them each a round to all right, what do you do? Something big is coming through the door. Something big and scary is coming through the door. And I knew it was going to be a harder combat. So I was okay, good. So they'll have a round to get ready. And then the crocodiles will kind of have to spend part of their first turn breaking through the door, and then they'll be able to jump on them. That'll kind of even the odds. The rogue gets up, swaggers over to the door, and just opens it. Who's there? So I put that punk down in one turn. I rolled rocks. I hit on all 3 attacks. Rolled max damage on the first attack. Rolled, I think, 3 points off of max for the second, and then rolled a natural 20 crit on my third attack. I dealt 46 points of damage in a round, to a level 3 character. So that is going to do it in any context.
Sorry, not to, actually, technically, wouldn't that be enough to do death by massive damage?
I don't think Pathfinder has massive damage rules, but they had. He was at full, and they have 36-ish hit points. So
okay, because I think it's
not going to kill him outright.
Yeah, because there's something in D&D where if you lose enough of your hit points, you just don't get death rolls.
Yeah,
but
I've
neither
seen that
here nor
discussed.
there. I don't know why I'm plotting against
you should have
this
killed that
12-year-old.
guy. No, I've heard people talk about that before, and from what I remember, it has to be like nuked from orbit proper. Like, you're basically like as many negative hit points as you have hit points.
That might be right.
So,
that might be right.
Yeah. But anyway, so he went down, and the rest of the party scrambled. It was this amazing fight. I got a animal familiar down as well, which, killing everyone's favorite pet made me a wonderful villain. I think they were more broken up about that than about the rogue, which we'll have to revisit another time. But, they prevailed. They brought the rogue back up, and they're all on like 2 hit points now. So yeah, it was fun. And I saw him, the relief and the reaction from everyone. I was like, oh God, I hope I didn't just chase him away from the table. Like, checked in with him afterward, and it was the exact opposite. He was so thrilled. So
yeah.
So you don't have your monsters finish people.
No, not in that instance. Maybe at a later date. They're only level 3. They need more time to get attached to their characters, so I can really hurt them when I kill them outright. But yeah. So anyway, that was. I was just reflecting on how I cannot think of another context where it would be a positive that I made my friend or my kid's friend cry, and how odd that is. So tabletop gaming, it's good times.
That is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. They
as a
they
side
all
note,
have. Oh, go ahead.
Was there a justification for like why crocodiles? Like, is this some sort of like Creole themed adventure or something like that?
Kind of like it. So it's a fishing shack that has been disused for a couple years, and basically someone was like, "Look, you guys need a base of operations. If you can clear it out, you can have it. But like, it's probably pretty nasty in there now." So that's the setup. The thing is, though, it's on the ocean, and to my knowledge, crocodiles are more of like a lakes and rivers kind of deal.
So they will sometimes, like where a river goes to the ocean. They'll, my understanding is they'll sometimes kind of like swim out a ways and stuff.
Yeah, in the brackish water.
I mean, the Otari coast that they are in has a river that connects like that. It's one of the main logging industry endpoints for exporting the wood in the area. So I do too much reading and prep. So I guess it does make sense. But yeah, that's very fun. What is hilarious to me though is they somehow on this map have found all the combats and none of the social encounters. So, and this is like, other than kind of the starter, baby's first dungeon, this is the first like area they've had sandbox style to explore. And so I think there's just, they have gotten a very odd sense for what to expect when they burst into the final couple of rooms. Mm-hmm. And there might be some NPCs that they will just I would say murder hobo, but like that's not their experiences to date have completely validated shooting first and asking questions later. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the next time we get to the table.
You open a door and it's a kindly old man who says, "Be sure to watch out for the crocodiles out at night."
Well, there's like a scallywing, which is like a trickster fae kind of thing, which I get they could totally interpret as a monster if things don't go well. And then they've heard tell of like, oh, I think the place is haunted, but pay no mind to the ghost or whatever. And it turns out the ghost is like very friendly and whatever, but it's like a Casper situation.
I mean, to be fair, pissing off ghosts in the fae pretty much always ends well.
Like I said, I'm excited to get back to the table. So that's me this week.
Cool. Moxie, how about you?
Man, not a whole lot of like, I don't know, outside of work stuff this week. Just been kind of quiet. I'm slowly like sliding into my hibernation phase.
Yeah. No, February's hard. Yeah.
I was about to be like, we're kind of at the end of winter. That's you don't hibernate now. But then I was like, no, actually, there's a lot left.
Yeah. Like the days are getting longer, but it's rough.
Dude, I have to say, sometime we need to get together and do a trip to Punxsutawney for Groundhog Day.
Yeah?
Okay. I'm not going to need too much convincing.
I feel like that is just something that one should be able to brag about. Like,
okay.
I mean, one of the last vestiges of America we would get to visit before it falls. So, yeah, sure.
And trust me, I used to live in a youth hostel. Like, Europeans love stories like that. In America, we totally get our weather reports from rodents.
Yeah. Subterranean ones at that. Yeah. Huh, I didn't realize how close that was to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's very doable. Huh. At least for a little bit longer, Kaye.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody.
No Punxsutawney for you.
Man, if they ever make another Fallout game set in the pit, having some sort of like Punxsutawney like side mission or something could be
There's
a lot of fun.
There's no way they haven't done that yet. That's got to exist. It has to exist.
They just haven't done a lot in that. And like literally, the pit was like the one time they ever went like that far west without going all the way to California.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, okay, Fallout Tactics does take place in Illinois, but regardless.
I mean, you go too far west. Like, if someone nuked Kansas, how would you tell?
I'm just gonna say, Punxsatomic Phil is right there.
That is pretty good.
Oh man. So Moxie's entering hibernation. I seriously have done nothing besides work unpack. So work pack and then just a bunch of like administrative, kind of things, like just all of the details of moving your life to a different state. Or, I mean, Moxie, but it's like, well, shit. I've never had to like look for insurance outside of Ohio.
Oh geez.
Or switch from one to another. Yeah. So like it's an awful lot of just order of operations shit. that is just an executive function nightmare. Like real final boss shit for if you're like me and you sit down and you look at one thing you have to do and every other thing that you have to do is rushing towards the door at the same time. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I look back sometime and I'm not sure how I did some of the things I did.
Yeah.
Well, Moxie, what is this might be too detailed. What is the longest you've spent in one location?
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Oh, it feels like you were in Alabama longer than that.
Maybe I was 4 in Alabama this most recent time, but before that, the longest I'd ever been anywhere was since graduating college was 2 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's an amount of like getting nested in that I feel like Kaye has gone through that. Makes it that much harder to extract.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, just the stuff that I'm going through that is like literal childhood shit. Yeah. Yeah. So, a lot of just challenges. Let's call it.
Your life is going to get so much easier. It's just got to get a little bit harder first.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, I think we should talk about video games. And to do that, we're going to have to do the regular kind of show, what with the grind, the multiplayer, and the end boss. And why don't we get started with... The Grind. The Grind, where we talk about the things we've been playing over the last period of time or so. I've got one that is pretty new.
Okay.
I streamed it, so continuing to talk about shit that I've already done media about, but not everybody watches those streams.
No, that's just that's working smart.
Yes. Yeah. But I streamed a game called Quarantine Zone: The Final Check. or the last check rather, this past Friday or Saturday. And this is like, what if 3D Papers, Please, but it's zombie outbreak, and you are checking people for symptoms before you let them through into the checkpoint.
That sounds fucking amazing.
So I felt real grody playing it. And I commented about it a couple times, and like, again, you don't want to be the friend who's too woke or anything. But like, even in this very fanciful, situation where it's a zombie apocalypse, and like, yeah, they are going to turn and then they're going to die. Anything that is you enforcing a border, like,
sure,
taking somebody in and just like using like a literal, like X-ray gun to like look under their clothes for bites and stuff like that, and then deciding, okay, do you get to go into the camp? Positive. Do you go into the quarantine tank, or do you get sent to the building where when you walk in there's a gunshot?
No.
Yeah. Like, I ended up feeling just real grody playing it, and unlike Papers, Please, where it is like very clearly talking about the violence inherent to the existence of a border, because a border implies enforcement, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. Like, Papers, Please is a very well handled version of that.
I felt extremely grody playing Papers, Please.
Yeah,
it is a depressing and dehumanizing game, but as an experience that only a video game can convey,
yes,
well executed. So,
unfortunately, only a video game or living in Minnesota.
Yeah, well, or only a video game, or wait 10 minutes and it's coming to a community near you. So, like, it feels unfair to hold the times and what's on my mind, against this, but also like, it is a game that is coming out during this, and I am unsure if it has like the clarity of the of the message, in it, in order to like use it to make a commentary. I think that this is just like very just straightforwardly a game about how stressful would it be to be in a position where you have to choose whether to let somebody in or send them directly to their death. Like in Papers, Please, they just walk away, right?
Yeah. And in some cases, the intrigue comes from they keep coming back every day.
Yes. Yeah. So like, it feels unfair to hold it against it, but like, I can't not read it in the context that it's in. And like, this is not the same team that did this game, but it's sold in a bundle with a game called Contraband Police. Like, there's kind of like a series of like border crossing enforcement games. Yeah.
So I will say, it's not clear to me, and maybe you guys know, like, whether those bundles, whether the people who make them put them together, or if that's something Steam does.
Yeah, it's unclear. So, like, again, I'm not holding it against them, but like, when I was playing it, when I bought it, I saw like, oh, it's being sold with that. I didn't check and see if it was made by the same person, but by the same people. But like, okay, it is not made by the same people, but they look like very similar games.
Oh yeah.
But like, talking just about the game itself, like, I've only done the first like week or so I've not gotten all of the tools, but like, you're doing a lot of the Papers, Please stuff. Like, you are checking for symptoms and referencing them against like a guidebook. The disease evolves even over that time, and you get new tools. So it's like adding new steps in to figure stuff out. Like, it starts out with just like a little temperature gun, and like pulse reader, and then just like a visual check, and then eventually you get the ability to like scan under their skin, and then there are like X-rays and metal detectors and stuff. Like, you're also checking for like contraband inside their backpacks. Like, people can't bring weapons into the camp, so you've got to like confiscate stuff. and just keep the entire like rule book in your head and hope that you don't let somebody infected through, because they're going to end up killing people in the camp, and you need to like send a certain number of healthy people into like the core of whatever civilization is left. And like the number of people that you send in, you allocate them to either be like part of the military, which gets you more resources, or part of the research division, which gets you more research points to like invest in upgrades and stuff. You're also like getting cash and using it to upgrade the facilities in the camp so like you can hold more people, expand the quarantine tank, stuff like that. Like just for the people who were like, okay, you're a border case, we need to put you here just to see, like just to make sure that you are that you are not infected, right? And you can only hold like at the start like 3 people, and you're going to get more than 3 like ambiguous cases coming through as it goes.
The one thing I saw that I kind of wish they would add would be some sort of like need to maintain kind of the trust of the people waiting in line.
Yeah.
So, you know, have it be situations where it's like, I know this person's infected, but if I execute, you know, they've realized what's happening in that doorway. So,
yeah, they realize what happens when we send them to the left. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, there is a gunshot. So
yeah, there is a gunshot. There's also like weird combat stuff in this, like. Apparently, they're just like looking at the Steam listing, like it eventually like you get like a shooter control kind of deal. Like even between the certain nights, like hordes of zombies will come in and you have to like control a combat drone and like shoot them like in a little like
that's actually kind of cool.
Like they can't like almost not tower defense, but like they can't reach the wall. Or else you have to, pay to repair it, blah, blah, blah. So you have to shoot and bomb all the zombies as they come in.
Yeah. The only thing I've been able to find in my extensive 30 seconds of Googling was a post by them, talking about the game. And it says, we take heavy inspiration from Contraband Police, not from Papers, Please.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Take that for what you will. And then the rest of the post talks about, you're going to be upgrading your base or whatever. It is not a hey, things are fucked up and we wanted to make a game about things being fucked up.
Yeah.
Not damning either. Just a point of information.
Yeah. Yeah. Like this one is Devolver Digital too. I don't know. It's one of those things where like how much should you demand like a game be like didactic or polemical, right?
Yeah.
And, like at a certain point, it seems like this could be like it could just be a missed opportunity, right? Where,
totally.
But also I could have also not played it long enough in order to get to like places where it is poignant. So far, it is kind of played for laughs that you are sending people over to be shot in a room. Because they say like, oh, this is good, right? Oh, I'm let through. Yeah, I'm not in quarantine. And then they go and yeah. So
if one person plays it who hadn't thought about this shit before and walks away feeling a little grody and maybe, whether or not they intended it to make it that way, maybe it'll do its job. Maybe
I will say one part
so weird to make. Oh, go ahead.
One part that I think was definitely funny is like, as far as I could tell, like the actual placement of bite marks was procedural or something like that. And so you had at least one dude who just came up who just his entire forehead's a bite mark.
That had to be intentional, because like he even says like, no, I'm perfectly healthy. You got to let me through. Like, and nobody had a bite mark up to that point. Like that had to be, because like there are also like joke characters. Like there's a guy who is very clearly you're the crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombies. Like he even has a pot on his head and a big bushy beard. So like you're playing a campaign, so like maybe some of them are proc gen, but that guy who had the big bite mark like literally on his forehead, like somebody tried to take a bite out of him like a crisp apple, that had to be put there. That had to be authored.
I have now thought, man, someone has to have gotten bit on the dick by a zombie, and that just sucks.
That has to have been in some kind of like 80s movie.
Oh, I'm sure.
Teens mid coitus or mid fellatio, and then one of them starts turning and chomps like that.
Oh,
that's too obvious.
To say nothing of AO3.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about like published, like actually like released Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I don't know, felt icky. I don't know if they were trying to make me feel icky. So like, it is difficult to decide how much of this is me like actually criticizing the game. Like, I am interested. I would like to see more, because that Papers, Please, holding the entire rule book in your head, and just like the stress of waiting for the like, did you do good or did you do bad, kind of bit. Like, that is good. Like, it's good gameplay, even if they didn't take inspiration from Papers, Please. Contraband Police did take inspiration from Papers, Please.
Yeah.
Right. So
that raises an interesting question. So when you find out that you made a mistake letting someone in who shouldn't have been, do you get any concrete information on who it was, or it's just like, well, people started dying today, so I guess you fucked up yesterday?
No, it doesn't say who it was, I don't believe. I only had one night where it turned out I let somebody in who shouldn't have got in. And that was only because I mistook necrosis for a bruise. So like, bruising is fine, but necrosis is bad, obviously. So like, that guy got in, so I know exactly what it was. That came in. So I guess it does tell you, because otherwise I would not know.
I was about to ask, so either that, or that was the only thing that was borderline for you.
Yeah. So I forget specifically, but like, you don't know right away when you send somebody through. Like, you're graded on the thoroughness of your of your inspection. Like, okay, did you like check off, like, okay, this if they have yellow eyes instead of conjunctivitis, like, okay, did you check off one of those?
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. So like, it'll grade your thoroughness, but that does not tell you how correct you were. You get like a little report card at the end of the day as your like money is totaled up, whether or not somebody got in, and how many people died from an infection. The person that you got that you let in infected, versus like if you run out of medicine or food or whatever.
Yeah. I just got to the point in the video on Steam showcasing the reflex hammer.
Yeah, that is funny. So like, it is really funny, because like, one of the first things that you have is a reflex hammer. So like, you just walk up to somebody and bonk them. You don't want to bonk them on the face or the torso, because they're going to get hurt, and that dings against you. But you want to hit them in the limb. A regular reflex, just like a little jump, is good. No reflex is fine. Like, if they just don't react, is fine. The borderline case is sometimes you hit somebody and then they just like fucking whack you back.
Oh no, that's great.
Yeah, and like the animation is really funny, because they're kind of doing like a zombie animation, like, but it's just like, yeah, no, what a that is a reasonable response to somebody walking up and bonking you with a mallet. Yeah. And then the infection indicator for the reflex is, do they have I think it's called like a paradoxical reaction to it, where if you like bonk them on their right arm, their left arm has the reflex, which apparently is a thing that can happen.
In real life?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So not related to zombie bites, but just, I was like, is that actually real? And then looked it up. You're like, yeah, no, that is a rare thing that can possibly manifest. But yeah. I don't know. So like, It's neat. It's intriguing. I want to play more of it, but it is hard. It is hard to deny the cloud that is over the premise for me, which does not speak against it, but does complicate the analysis.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Very cool.
Let's see, Moxie, you have your finger raised.
Yeah, so I've got 2 new things.
Oh, cool.
First off, I took your recommendation and I'm trying out Robocop.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it.
I'm glad to hear that.
Very solid first-person shooter, but honestly, what's really impressing me is like how much, for lack of a better term, like Robocop type stuff they put in there.
Oh, it's ridiculous. So as people are listening, the episode about it came out. The WAF we did has come out talking about Robocop Rogue City. They understood the assignment to use the meme phrase. There is so much Robocop shit in there, and like it's a fine shooter. Like it's really it's an interesting take on it because of how slowly you move. It ends up kind of being more of like a shooting gallery, which is fine. It overstays its welcome just a little bit, but like this kind of has RPG elements, and you are acting as Robocop. Like there are open world segments where you go downtown, and like one of your little ambient like side missions is just patrol the streets. Go and go and check out some crimes, and like that varies from like little like just you write a ticket for somebody who parked in front of a fire hydrant. You get experience points for it, but it's also like little scenes, like little dilemmas you have to resolve. I'm sorry, Moxie, this is your section of the grind.
No, that's that's a perfect.
It's almost like you recommended it.
Yeah.
That's in perfect encapsulation. Like. So one of the things I'm realizing playing this is I haven't seen Robocop since I was in high school.
It holds up. It's really good.
That is what I've heard. But there's a bunch of things I'm not recalling if they were elements in the original thing. Like one of them, for example, that I kind of like is there is a kind of distinct and explicit characterization that Robocop just kind of just wants to enforce the law and that promote order, that sort of thing. Like that is his primary motivation, like what gets him up in the morning. And,
he's got the directives, right? Enforce the law, foster the public trust, something else like ensure people don't come to harm, blah blah blah. Which is funny because you're what's that?
Said save kittens.
Save kittens, shoot dicks off. Yeah,
right. Well, and
it's a bad week for dicks.
And that's one of the things I love because it's. At least so far, I've seen a little, but I haven't seen a ton of like outright like comedy, like cracking jokes, that sort of thing. But there's definitely some comedic elements they do to this guy who's like this killing machine that is just as happy if the guy boss in the morning is like, hey, raid this drug lab. Or if the boss is like, hey, go write some parking tickets. Like just the fact that he goes at all of them with the exact same like personality. And then they start playing up because like they'll have some times where like you'll be like in the precinct or something, and some other cop will be like, oh, hey, I'm super busy. Can you take over this? And they'll hand off some job that's like very like people heavy, talking to the public, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like Robocop trying to do like, the public face of the police department.
Yeah.
Could you do my kid's career day for me?
Right. Yeah.
Like at some point, like you get sent around with a card for people to sign, like a get well card. Yeah. Like just a
that's great.
hilarious thing for a robot cop to do.
I do enjoy I do enjoy I like that they've kind of explicitly write into the characters. Like each character I guess the best way to say this, each character you very quickly figure out like how do they view RoboCop? Like do they still view you as a human being? That sort of thing, and like seeing the interactions between people when you're talking to different people, multiple people that have kind of different views of you is sort of cool.
Has anyone called you a clanker yet?
No one has called me a clanker. There are a number of people that refer to you as it, though, which is...
Huh.
But,
I mean, primarily the OCP executive guy, Becker, that they have, yeah.
But like you said, shooting seems... it's serviceable. It's good. It's not amazing. One thing I'm a little mixed on is I put it on hard difficulty because I want it to be a little bit more challenging. But the problem I'm finding is I just don't see any way on that difficulty without having a bunch of skill ups how I could possibly do the hostage situations.
Okay. Yeah. So the game has a breaching system where it goes into slow motion when you burst through into a room. Sometimes there are hostage situations and you have to like figure out who is an immediate danger to the hostages and shoot them before they shoot the hostages. There's a limited period of slow motion. Like I generally had pretty good luck just like waiting for the natural breaching slow-mo, like using as much of that as I could, and then just like tacking on my reflex, but also, still like starting the other reflex meter to extend it. But also like reflex was one of the main things that I put points into to extend the slow-mo. So that was my strategy, but also you said you don't see a way outside of upgrading out of the problem to solve the problem.
Well, and just part of it, and again, I don't know if this is difficulty specific or whatever, but like there's the enemies that wear helmets. Yeah. And so like I was having those in it. So it's things where like the timelines, at least it seems so far, is up that like you have to get all headshots. And then those are enemies that can take like 3 headshots.
Yeah.
But again, like I don't know yet. It could be me. It could be like something that just, as you get more toys to play with.
Yeah. I don't remember there being hostage takers who had helmets on my playthrough, and I played on normal.
Okay, so that could be, yeah. But I'm really enjoying it. Definitely a lot of fun. My one thing, and this would actually be an awful play experience, but just because it's Robocop, I'm kind of disappointed they didn't use tank controls.
That would be very fun.
Yeah. Put a pin in that.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And then any other questions about that?
No, I'm glad you took the recommendation, but moreover, I'm happy that you enjoyed it or are enjoying it. Yeah.
So the other thing I tried out is Ball-X Pit.
Oh yeah, the game nice. Ben had talked about. Yeah.
So this is it's effectively like Breakout kind of, but with as a roguelike. So you are fighting waves of enemies, and if they either like touch you because you can kind of freely wander around the area, or if they make it to the bottom of the screen, you'll take damage. and you're firing, balls at the enemies that, will bounce off the walls, and you can try to get them past, behind the enemies so they'll bounce back and forth, that sort of thing. But the two interesting mechanics here, one, just like in like a Blotro or something else, you are basically doing a deck building where you're, getting specialized balls. However, also, unlike, say, like Vampire Survivors, there's actually some mechanics to catching the balls.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just let them bounce and they'll eventually return to you, but you can also catch them early to, try to maximize fire rate, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've only done a couple of rounds so far, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm surprised how many different options there are.
From the way that Ben described it, like they use every part of the concept of bouncing.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. And to the point where, I don't know if you mentioned this, but you have your in-between runs, your kind of meta progression is you're building up this town. And, one part of it is you're building up fields and, forests and quarries and, things to get raw resources.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to send out NPCs to gather them. And the way you do it is with like a pinball thing where you're like shooting out the guy and that's effectively doing the path he's going to walk around and he's going to do any work that he happens to run into.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so yes, they are very much on that. There's also, I like the aesthetic a lot. The enemies just have a very weird look. So like you're fighting initially skeletons, but this is very much a like a game where, well, it's Breakout. So, there are explicit like columns that the field is effectively set up in.
Yeah.
So a lot of these enemies are like skeletons sitting in boxes.
Okay.
Or like you'll have one that'll be like, I don't know, maybe a skeleton archer or something that's kind of a raised box. And for all the world, it looks like, who are the two dudes from Muppets that are always insulting
Statler and Waldorf. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost got that vibe to like some of the character design. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game sounds relaxing to me.
It is very much a like you just kind of go. There's literally like an auto fire mode where you're just aiming. You don't even have to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I've been kind of on the edge of getting it for my Switch just to have like a fucking like chill out like activity to do that is not reading Blue Sky. Yeah,
get off them media socials.
Yes, no. So I'm happy to hear that you confirm that it is indeed relaxing because that was what I was hoping.
Yep.
Yeah. Neat. Do you have like a favorite character that you've unlocked so far? Like favorite character or mechanic set?
I've only unlocked one yet, which is the warrior that's just very, very basic.
Yeah. Cool. Robocop Rogue City and Ball X Pit or Ball Cross Pit, I think. Yeah.
So what I understand from the hit movie Godzilla X Kong is that you're not supposed to pronounce the X. So it's just Godzilla Kong.
I picked up the cross from Japanese naming conventions.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I assume
know,
Godzilla X Kong would follow that, but
yeah, I know like Spy X Family is generally just pronounced Spy Family.
Oh, weird. Huh.
But
the plot thickens.
I don't know.
Okay. I literally have no opinion. I no. Anything else, Moxie?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Dennis, how about you?
Yeah, I've got 2 new games, but both of them from like a decade ago.
Okay, new to you. Yeah,
new to me, and I guess technically one is not from a decade ago. the game DeadCore just got a remaster called DeadCore Redux.
Oh, which one is this?
So I was like, oh my God, DeadCore. I love DeadCore. How long? It's been a decade since I played this game. DeadCore came out in 2014. I played it in 2015. It was a like speedrunner focused FPS. And there's not really anything in the way of enemies that shoot back. There's sometimes turrets that fire at intervals, but the entire game is about going through these platforming sections, to which your gun is more of a tool for platforming than it is a weapon.
Okay.
You eventually unlock the like grenade launcher, the blast launcher, or whatever that is really just so you can do rocket jumps.
Yeah.
And shooting bouncers can turn them on or off, so you can fly past something that would normally jettison you or get jettisoned in a direction you want.
Mm-hmm.
The enemies are really, none of them will deal damage to you. And there's no health
they'll slow
bar
you
to
down.
speak of.
Yeah.
They will slow you down. Exactly. So this game I played, and it sparked something. I feel like it was, when did Mirror's Edge come out? I think that
Mirror's Edge was 2008 or 2009.
Okay. So a good bit after. But really scratched that Mirror's Edge itch, in a way that very few games have done successfully. So this game has kind of lived in the back of my mind forever. And then, hey, I saw that the remaster's out, and it is everything that I remember it to be. It holds up, to quote on the Robocop movie from earlier.
What's so funny about this is like this came out, and I feel like Neon White. Like it feels like this hit a little bit too early, and Neon White hit right at the right time. I don't know,
100%.
Like all this stuff that just kind of like conspired. Sounds like very similar premises outside of the visual novel portion of it, which nobody who likes Neon White has said a positive word about. But yeah, it's just funny to think of this coming out in 2014 being that inventive, kind of not having a legacy, and then Neon White getting all this acclaim. I hope that having another bite at the apple does good for them based on what you're saying.
And so it's so funny because the developer 5-Bit Games, this is literally all they've ever made.
Yeah.
And in the like news releases for it, it's like, hey, we made DeadCore and we loved it, and then we all just kind of like went and did other stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, hey, wouldn't it be fun to do DeadCore again? And apparently there was appetite to it. So here it is. Yeah. It's like, but literally DeadCore and DeadCore Redux are the only two games they've ever made as a studio. And it's like, hey, if you're only going to do one thing, do it this well. Yeah. The kinetic nature of the game, all the levels feeling so incredibly well designed that like, okay, that's the path that like the quest line would take you through. But then here's the shortcut that I see initially. But then if I go the opposite direction, here's the second shortcut that I notice. And then here's the third crazy way that only a speedrunner would find. Yeah. Like every ounce of this game has that dynamic to it.
You never want to like extrapolate based on like what you see on like Amobi games, because people's career can go all in all different directions. But like the lead designer of this, or the level designer, Adrian Pelov, like his like credits are like, it's all a bunch of like playtesting and QA stuff, and then this. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And like, oh yeah, I can totally see how like being somebody whose career is like being a QA coordinator, playtest coordinator would break you in such a way that you would make this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're focused on breaking the games. Yeah. And so you see how to design a level for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but what I like about that though is I feel like in other games, it's like, okay, here's the normal person's way, and then here's the crazy speedrunner's way. And it doesn't really feel like there's a middle ground that I can live in. Because I want to go fast, but I'm not that fast. And it feels like DeadCore, lets me run in my natural lane, as it were.
You only want to go half Sonic.
Yes. Dude, great. There's supersonic, so I'm subsonic, maybe? I don't know.
I feel like that's definitely been a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess like in a game like this, like I don't want to optimize it, but I do want to play it expressively and feel cool when I'm doing it, right? Like I want that style of play to kind of be par, essentially. Does this accomplish that?
How comfortable are you hitting a reset button multiple times in a playthrough?
Pretty comfortable.
Because this is absolutely, so you will be able to do that, but this is absolutely a game that you're not going to go through it right on the exact first try. It's going to take some experimentation. It's going to take failing a lot, and then you're going to hit it and be like, oh yeah, there it is. Like I'm Superman. So as long as you got a tolerance for that, and that scratches the Trackmania itch on my part.
Yes.
Just reset until you get it perfect. Then DeadCore will be great. It's much prettier. I don't know if it's got ray tracing going on, but they've done a good job modernizing it and having the prettiness not interfere with the telegraphing of what's actually going on in the levels. And my only complaint about it would be I'm in the middle of a section right now that plays with gravity. So you shoot a target and it lights up an area that then shifts gravity in a different direction. So you can then run up the wall or run, across the ceiling or what have you. And so kind of chaining all those different gravities together is how you get through the level quickly.
Yeah.
The problem is that when you exit one gravity and into another, it auto rotates your view 90 degrees or 180 degrees to match. Yeah. However you're facing now, which I don't know if that's built into the engine that they're using or what, but when I'm running up a wall, I know that on the roof of this thing is a turret that I want to shoot. As I'm coming up over the edge, I'm already pulling my mouse down to like reorient myself. And then I wind up looking at my feet because the game has reoriented me further. So that's the one annoyance and something that you just kind of have to get used to. I don't know if there's a way to turn that off in the menus or if that's something that even, they thought about, but
maybe
beware. That's the one piece that didn't feel natural. Everything else, it is some, rocket jumpy goodness.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is DeadCore, the Redux, which just came out, I think this week, and originally came out in 2014.
Yeah. It came out like 5 days ago as a recording. Yeah.
Hey, nice. Then the other game from a decade ago that I am playing is One Finger Death Punch.
Oh, yeah.
And notably, this is a game that Jala brought. I was trying to like Google and find what episode she talked about it on, and I wasn't able to quite get there. But I remember her describing this game and being like, that sounds so freaking cool. So I went and put it on my wish list. And I swear to God, every week for however many years, this thing's been on sale for 99 cents. I don't know. I never wanted it bad enough to take that step, or there was some shiny object. And at a certain point, it just got into the wish list hole of like, my mind glosses over it. You get those Steam emails of like, this game on your wish list is on sale. And unless it's one of the 3 ones that I put on most recently, I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
And so Jala, the person who makes things happen, gifted me this over Christmas. And that finally got me into the game. And it is, oh my God. So do you guys remember the Xiao Xiao videos?
Yes. Early YouTube
Stickman
video
fighting.
Stickman Kung Fu kind of thing. Yeah.
So that was my like grade school, high school I love those videos.
I remember
Oh my
you
God.
showing me, like, this is like right when I first met you, like in college, like just I was over in your dorm across the hallway, and you showed me like a version of those that you made like frame by frame on PowerPoint.
Yep.
That's like a really
yes.
early Dennis memory for me. So like
that is how much I loved them.
This is like legit.
Yes. That's hilarious. Yeah. So like I love those videos. When I had downtime in class, recreated them in PowerPoint because I didn't know anything about animation software. And this game is like playing one of those videos. As the title promises, you could play it with one finger, although I think it would be more accurate to say two.
Okay.
You're on a 2D plane. There are enemies coming at you from either side. You click left mouse button if you want to attack the person on the left. You click right mouse button if you want to attack the person on the right.
Okay. Oh, it almost sounds like it would be better to play it with one, just like going left and right, because I would absolutely get the problem of like, oh, you don't put both feet on the pedals because right.
Yeah,
I would absolutely get misclicks between them. Yeah,
I could see that happening. However, like you have to move incredibly fast. So there's also a window on either side of your character. If you click and someone's inside that distance from you, you do a cool, like I imagine it's at least a little bit proc gen, super martial arts move on them, take them out in one hit. If you click and there's not someone in the window, you just do like a miss, which opens you up for a second. If usually that means you will then take damage, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you 100% have to.
Yeah.
The game will introduce enemies that take 2 clicks to kill, so you got to kind of double click on one side or another. They'll also introduce enemies that when you click from the side they came from, they will slip under you to the opposite side, and then you need to click on that side.
Okay. I mean, this is such a cliche, but like this just sounds like a rhythm game to me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Like,
it's a visual rhythm game?
It is
almost.
Yeah, is it set to music to it? Like,
there's a great score, but no, it's not on the beat.
Okay, weird.
This is not kick beat.
I believe there's been some games after it that have been almost identical premises, except making the rhythm explicit.
Okay. So I'm not the only person who saw this, and then cool.
Yeah, it's funny. I found myself counting in my head as I've played of like 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 2 1 1 2, and like
1 E and 1 E and 1 E. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not rhythmic, but it is a flow state, is what I'll say.
Okay.
There are also enemies where the first time you click to hit them, it goes into like a little mini boss battle where you have to hit the right pattern of left and right clicks while engaged with them to actually defeat them. And I just mentioned flow state, the feel of like managing how close each side is to you, so where you need to attack. You can then pick up their weapons, and that changes your animation. Some of the weapons you pick up give you 1-hit kills, so that changes the calculus because you have a 2-hit enemy coming at you, but you only need 1 hit, and it's very easy to mindlessly click a second time and be like, oh, whoop,
overcommitted. Yeah.
So there's a surprising amount going on in a game that literally only has 2 buttons.
Yeah.
And something that is really respectable about it is how well it communicates all that information visually.
Speaking of visuals, can you turn off all those fucking particle effects? Because this game looks like a headache, like an instant. Like it feels like Snow Crash. Like I'm being I'm being programmed by the noise on this.
That's a feature, not a bug.
Ugh.
It is. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of the right way to say it, because there's so much going on the screen, but the game does a great job of making sure it is readable. There's blood flying, and there's knives being thrown, and there are buildings around you. It like almost like it's a stage play will like lower scenery onto the set near you.
That's
cool.
like,
there's a sword rack that's been dropped next to you, or now you're in a temple. Here you go. And then you can destroy those things. And I think I haven't figured it out exactly yet, but like you get better combos and score if you destroy all the things around you.
Okay.
And there's a surprising amount of strategy where by choosing how early in the window you click, and it's not a wide window, like you have to act fast, but if you do it at the first millisecond it's available, your character kind of dashes towards the person. And by managing, if you click it at the last second, they don't really move. And so by managing that, you can kind of move yourself across the screen to the left or to the right.
So you don't always like return to zero.
No. And it is surprisingly important because, you take out someone that drops a weapon or throws it up in the air and it lands.
You want to get over to
several
it.
feet away. You got to get over to it. But it's a risk reward thing of like, okay, now I'm going to be taking every punch from my right at the last second. Can I feasibly do that when I got a bunch of 2-click enemies coming up on me, et cetera?
Yeah. So given that, it would be impossible to make this a rhythm game.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's probably the most important part is like, you're manipulating that window that you've got to move around the stage. Oh my gosh. Like it is really, really impressive that a game with 2 buttons, has this much going on for it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't even gotten into all the different weapons you can get and the effects they have. It is also like the one thing I want is a replay button where it's like, okay, I finished the level.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, let me watch everything that just happened. So
especially given the inspiration on this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess I just gotta boot up like OBS or something to be able to do that. But for the 99 cents that it's been offering to me for 10 years.
Yeah. Well,
I'm glad I finally jumped on.
There's a One Finger Death Punch 2 as well that is also currently on sale for $2. So maybe it'll take you twice as long to get it.
You can't see because I was
oh yeah, no.
I'm literally allergic to that idea of spending $2 on a game. I can't believe it.
Okay.
That's it. By offering it for 99 cents, I think my brain immediately went, well, that should be free. 99 cents is basically free, so I need it to be free. So, yeah.
Although that runs counter to the psychology. People are more likely to take something if it's $1 than if it's free, if presented with the option. Yeah.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
Be warned, there is a oddly stereotypical voice narrator for all the tutorials and stuff.
Oh, no, like a yellow-faced voice actor kind of thing?
Like, yeah. What's funny is, so the voice is definitely off-putting in like I said, stereotypical at best. Like all the fight noises in the middle of the action are not. It's just action. There's not the hoo-ah, hi-ah.
It's not constantly playing that I'm using this informedly, Oriental riff, the Asian riff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, brace yourself for that. It's also very funny the amount of tutorializing the game has for only having 2 buttons. Like there's full on voiceover. It pauses. It talks you through it. You're sweet, Kaye. Thank you.
Literally, it costs less than a bottle of pop, Dennis. Fuck's sake!
Now, I have to commit to the bit though. I can't play it for another 10 years or so.
Okay, I bought Dennis One Finger Death Punch too.
that is very funny.
Come on, dude.
Okay, fine. Get ready to hear about One Finger Death Punch 2.
Two Finger Death
Punch.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next week. Yeah. So just it's a little game that's been sitting in the back of my mind forever, and I'm glad that it lived up to the praise that Jala heaped on it.
Yeah. Again, aside from the just $2 seizure that this looks like, it sounds super interesting, and I do have a lot of affection, a lot of nostalgia for those Jaja videos.
Oh yeah. I mentioned earlier I've had kind of a cold today and kind of been in that grog mode, where you're just like,
yeah.
And man, if you want a game that's good to play for that, where you're literally just clicking on the mouse, you don't even have to move the mouse. You're just clicking.
Just click.
This hit the spot. So good stuff.
Nice. Cool. That sounds like a segment to me.
Multiplayer.
Now it's time for the multiplayer, where we ask you a question and you answer it. Dennis, what is the question that you asked the nice people?
Yeah, min-maxing is for suckers. This week we're talking about the things that you do in games that are unquestionably suboptimal, but you love them anyway.
Yeah. And I'll get started here with a response from Gwillem, who says, unsilenced stealth in Metal Gear Solid 5 or the Sniper Elite games, or anything else with enemies who will coordinate a search for gunshots. This is harder than using a silencer, earns you a worse rating, and is much more fun. You have to keep moving around, so you're never where they heard you, and there's a constant spatial puzzle of making sure the only enemy with line of sight to your muzzle flash is the one who dies from it. You can add to the inefficiency by choosing a weird gun. Take on a military base with a rusty sawed-off. It's great. I'm astonished by how well the game's AI holds up to this, how many game mechanics there are to support it, and how well this weaves them all together. But if you play the games as intended, it rarely comes up. You're either silently plinking or sneaking toward people's backs, or you started blasting. But if you make guns are loud part of your stealth plan to begin with, it's a really fun problem to solve. That is a really good answer.
Yeah, it makes me want to go play those games that way.
Mm-hmm. Keeps the rent down too.
The Far Cry games tend to be pretty in support of that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, like active stealth like that is not stealth but misdirection is a neat idea.
Yeah, I want to say Splinter Cell. I don't know if they coined that term, but the idea of like, all right, I'm going in and no one needs to know, or, I need to make sure people don't realize that I'm going in. But it does not matter how messy it is when the next person shows up to see what happened.
Yeah. And Splinter Cell started doing stuff where like it showed the phantom of where you were. So like, where enemies are searching for you. That seems like it would take some of the fun out of it to me. Specifically the version of what Golem is playing, right?
The cheat mode for that spatial puzzle.
Yeah. Let's see. Moxie, what does Jala say?
Jala says, I asked Dave what I do that's suboptimal, and he gave me a list. Faff off into the darkness, ignoring the quest entirely.
Yep.
Shooting critical NPCs on sight, breaking the game. Then parentheses, it was Hitler. Of course I shot him.
You can't prove I didn't think he was Hitler.
That seems pretty solid to me. But anyways, and collecting every single cabbage or other random object.
Yeah, that's just, Random Sum makes this joke. They say, the last one is just called playing a game. That is very specifically playing Oblivion.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I think Jala shared on socials that she and Dave just celebrated their 6-year anniversary.
Holy cow.
And it strikes me that it is the most wife thing to do to walk in, your wife is like, hey, babe, what are some things I do that are suboptimal? It's a trap!
Yeah, no. If there's anything stand-up comedians have taught me is don't let them make policy. Yeah. Dennis, what does Lucy say?
Lucy says, like network stalwart 99 decks, I too choose a sneaky decks build if available, even if that's not the right approach. My side answer is that Bloodborne has trained me to never level vigor, health, or con in games, which is kind of optimal, but also means I'm usually playing on hard mode.
Yeah.
Every point put to vigor feels like a personal failure when I'm playing Souls games.
God, fuck that. My health bar's got to reach over to the bathroom.
That's my approach, especially in Bloodborne.
It should be mine, especially the way I play.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Let's see. Stoned Skeleton says, in grindy games such as Path of Exile and Warframe, I tend to kill fodder monsters that don't grant much experience or much loot. I actually hope I grow out of it so I can get faster at finishing the Path of Exile campaign, but I often can't help myself. I'm here to kill shit, and that's what I tend to do, even if it isn't optimal.
Yeah, it's the Roomba instinct kicks in.
Nothing can be moving after I'm done here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Path of Exile like other ARPGs where like the campaign is really the tutorial, and then most of the game is?
I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
Not at least not as far as I've seen.
Okay.
But I'm surprised you haven't played it.
I played like, I don't know, 5 levels of it, or something insignificant like that, and got overwhelmed and then found other distractions. So
yeah,
fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, especially because the little monsters are the ones that explode the fastest. That can be very satisfying.
Yeah. It's bubble wrap, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Moxie, what does Random Sum say?
Random Sum says, learning a speedrun, but noping out of certain glitches because it looks like too much, and I'm just having fun over here. My hands are too stupid to be a record contender anyways. I'm just taking the extra 20 seconds to roll off the cliff like Miyazaki intended.
Random Sum. I have the greatest game for you. Rewind like 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like that's the reason why there's a distinction between glitched runs and not glitched runs, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know. I have no interest in learning how to do the send skip, but like, there's a version of me that might possibly try to beat Dark Souls in under 3 hours or something. I realize that's nowhere near approaching a record time, but like, I don't know, I could probably do it.
See, my big thing is I want to what I really want from like speedruns is to see someone that's really, really good at playing the game. Mm-hmm. And my problem is most speedruns I watch, it's someone who's really, really good at not playing the game.
Yeah. It's like you hear the first couple notes of the title screen, and then there's just a bunch of different like flashes of color on the screen, and then it's credits.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. What you want is the Bit Brigade playthrough, where it is still very much a speed run, and they are doing some very fancy stuff, but they're also making sure to spend enough time in each area that you get a good overview of the music.
Yes.
That's optimal.
That does sound interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Dennis, what does Neilbog say?
They say, any driving game, all corners must be taken like Takumi Fujiwara at all times. I'm going to guess this is like the Hyperdrift Akira Slide style turn.
Is that Initial D?
Yeah, that's Initial D. So it's not quite the motorcycle, but yeah, just picture the coolest way to draw a car turning is that. Yeah. So I imagine a lot of Tokyo drifting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not out of control, you're not in control.
I forgot the order that it went, so I didn't even try to attempt it. So let's see. Double Cakes says, in games that offer class systems or an array of heroes, I try to use as many as I reasonably can, opting out of min-max configurations, because using more classes or heroes means that I'm having a more characteristic experience of the game. The magic word is variety. Yeah, this is me. Like, this is like, it is fun to play an optimal and broken playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics, I still end up like making my Ramza a Dragoon, even though that is a terrible class for optimization because I like playing as a Lancer, right? So yeah, same.
This brought me to good.
My big pet peeve though is I hate is it BioWare that like you can only take 2 members of your party out at a time. It's like, no, I want everyone's dialogue just like pop out of hammer space when you need to speak.
Yeah. What you want is mods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I took it to multi-classing. Like I want a Baldur's Gate 3 run where your TAV is every class. Like one level in everything, please.
I don't think they let you do that.
That is one of my dream prestige classes. Is I want someone to make a prestige class where the only requirement is having at least one level in every base class.
It's called the sampler. Yeah.
It's called dead because it's not optimal.
Yeah, like you don't get any of the cool shit of any of the classes. Yeah.
I mean, you do for Warlock.
Yeah. That'll carry you away.
To be fair, that is the correct class to play in D&D.
Warlock? I've grown on Warlocks ever since I learned that there are different kinds of Warlocks that you can play as, different kinds of patrons. Yeah.
This is a whole thing, but I am of the opinion that all the other magic and divine classes should be taken out, and it should just be different flavors of Warlock.
Oh. I would
it's like
not,
Bob Dylan says, you got to serve somebody.
I would not. I would not be opposed to that. Except I am so attached to sorcerers. Yeah.
My big thing is I really hate the was it Brandon Sanderson magic as science thing.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so so I like that the Warlock is innately just like magic is whatever this entity says it is.
And then let's see, Moxie, what's Dixie Enormous say?
patron saint of the level, Dixie Enormous.
Dixie Enormous says, I'm just gonna slam any old item in any old chest until it becomes unbearable. Then I'll spend an hour sorting them. This order will last approximately 8 seconds before the slamming starts again.
Have you received a diagnosis for an executive function disorder? Because that sounds exactly like me.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Well, okay. All right. So if it's like, shaped inventory where you're playing Tetris instead of just like everything goes in one square, I mean, then I can reel a lot more because then you gotta optimize.
Yeah. But if it's like,
Dennis,
okay. Oh, good.
Do you know about Backpack Hero?
I have a feeling I'm about to.
It's inventory Tetris roguelike.
Be still my heart.
Yeah.
So it's optimized, just not for playing the game. For
just not for humans.
Yeah. I think what our friend Dixie here is saying is that like they have like in a Minecraft base, like they've got a chest that is like their inbox where they just unload everything, and then it's like, okay, I've got to like sort this, and then they probably have like a little filing system for like a storage room, right? Mm-hmm. This is my guess. Again, that is just something that I do.
That was 90% of Valheim for me. Is like my friends and I would just make a gigantic room with all the chests, and then spend the rest of our time not being able to remember which chest had which thing. Different people would have different systems, and it got contentious. It's anyway, they're not my friends anymore, but our chest system is great.
Yeah. Like that's me in Satisfactory. That's me in Subnautica, but especially in Satisfactory, where like building an item sorter was a major project for me, where the inbox like automatically through a series of conveyor belts would shunt into different containers. Yeah.
We just have to convince your brain that this move is some kind of inventory sorting game.
The problem is I need automation, and all of this shit is stuff that I have to do with my own hands, and you have to do it linearly. It sucks. Yeah.
Someone gamify this. Damn it.
So yeah, that's all the responses. Let's do ours. When I said put a pin in it earlier, when Moxie was talking about Robocop needing tank controls, we talk about it on the WAF, but like in in playing the game and being Robocop, I found myself taking turns at 90-degree angles, even if because if you watch Robocop, like the way that Peter Weller walks is amazing, because he will he turns on precise angles. Sorry, I turned away from the microphone. But like it's either his head or like he'll like rotate his torso and then his head will go. Like as I'm playing Robocop Rogue City, like not in combat really, but just like walking around the station, I am taking a path like that just to build my immersion. And you should get like combo points for doing that.
So, now, Kaye, be honest. Are you also making like bzz sounds while you're doing it?
Oh, the game does.
Yeah. with your walking. Yeah.
Oh my God. Amazing.
So this is actually something I meant to ask. I don't remember in the movie. All I really remember him using is his badass pistol. It feels really weird for like Robocop to like kill a dude and then pick up their like Tech 9 and like start blowing people away.
It's kind of dumb that they give you the ability to pick up other weapons. They have different capabilities and stuff, but like with the Auto 9, which is the name of that gun, with the upgrade system in there where you're putting like chips in and like unlocking new capabilities, it can kind of be any gun.
Yeah.
So like by the end of it, I was not using any like pick upable weapons aside from like, a heavy machine gun emplacement that I could pick up and carry around for like a boss fight, right? Yeah.
I just like to imagine, kind of like Dennis said, with One Finger Death Punch, I almost wish I could have a replay just because I want to see what Robocop looks like, just like toting an AK or whatever.
Moxie, how about you? What's your suboptimal habit?
Man, this is a very, very tough one. Can I just say Chalice Dungeons?
Oh, just getting waylaid by the Chalice Dungeons and not actually beating Bloodborne? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Cat.
Yep.
Cat.
Yep. We got
turning
a cat.
on all the screens.
We've got a cat.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, she's in the window now. If she walked across, I would have picked her up.
Which is why she did not.
Visual centric thing. My bad.
Sorry.
Chalice Dungeons.
Chalice Dungeons. Yeah. Have you beaten Bloodborne, Moxie? Or
no? I got stuck on. So I am to what is it? Is it wet nurse? Someone's wet nurse?
Murgo's wet nurse. You're like right at the end.
There.
Murgo's wet nurse, Koss, and I forget where one of the Chalice Dungeons.
Okay.
So I think I'm on like the on all of the nearly last bosses.
Yeah, Orphan of Kos is the last boss of the DLC, and Murgo's Wet Nurse could possibly be the final boss, depending on the choice that you make at the end. So, no. And Dennis, how about you?
Yeah, so I've definitely got some of that inventory arrangement DNA in me. The other one that came to mind was for racing games, iRacing specifically. They have a driving aid that like shows you the race line.
Okay.
But I refuse, and I've had it turned off since I started.
Yeah.
Because I just enjoy the process of getting on a new track and kind of fucking around until I figure it out.
That seems to be like that's the thing about racing games, right? Is figuring out how to take turns and like doing it in a way that adapts to the cars that are around you. Like if you're in the pack, right? Exactly.
Yeah. But it definitely leads to moments where I'll have gotten a track down and gotten, my version of pretty good at it, and then hop into my first race and be like, oh, everyone takes that corner way differently. Okay. And sometimes that means I just passed 3 people at once. And sometimes that means, whoops, I'm in the wall and should have thought about that better. But yeah, it just, I like the figuring it out for myself versus kind of taking the vertical startup. And consensus is eventually like don't have the race line on when you're racing, but like as you're learning a track, it's a great way to kind of get started with close enough, and then you can hone from there. But I like just being all over the track for a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe it's
really my space,
because I'm not like competitive even against a computer. Like learning the course seems like the game to me, as opposed to playing it in such a way that you would rank, right?
Yes,
or place rather.
Like, long nights, podcast in my ears, just doing laps is where it's at. That's like very zen for me. And so like I even though it takes me longer and as often as not results in not as good a race line, I really, really like doing it kind of my way or whatever.
Do they simulate like pavement temperature and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, all the things. Pavement temperature, conditions of the track in terms of like how much it's been driven, marbles, you know, like little bits of tire on the edges of stuff. Everything you can think of is in there.
Yeah, because I could see that having a big impact.
Well, yeah, that is, you know, and that means I'm taking turns from a position that's not as well cleared for me, as it were. But like I said, sometimes it turns into like, oh, I'm way faster there, and that feels good. I won't comment on what percent it's that versus the opposite way, but
it only needs to be just enough to keep you coming back. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that's not the point. It's the journey.
Yeah.
Although it is very much the placement once you're in a race, but
there's something funny about saying the point of a driving game is the journey.
I mean, if it's Desert Bus,
yeah, I guess. Sweet. Well, that was a good prompt. I think we had some good responses out of that. Some good talk. If you would like to participate in these, follow us on Blue Sky at thelevelpodcast.bsky.social. Watch for the prompts to go up on Monday afternoons. Thanks, Dennis, for posting this one.
The End Boss.
Now it's time for the End Boss, where we talk about things that are happening in the world of video games and how we feel about them. Looking at this, I am just going to take this in the order that we posted them. We're getting a new Life is Strange game. It was just announced today, and it's called Life is Strange Reunion, and it's going to be Max and Chloe. You're going to play as both of them together again for the first time since Life is Strange 1. So it's supposed to be like a conclusion to their story. And I am super excited by that. And it's coming out really soon, March the 26th.
Huh.
That's the story. Who knows? Like if this is like a desperation move, like they keep making Life is Strange games. And I'll admit that's one of the reasons I haven't played Double Exposure yet. It's like, okay, they brought Max back, but no Chloe, no fucking deal.
See, I had thought the in the version of the ending where you save Chloe, I thought the consequence of that was then like life is wiped out on Earth.
No, it's just your town. It's just your hometown that's wiped out.
I thought this was like worldwide, like everything's just gone.
No,
it's a very small town attitude.
It is. Hey, sorry, tried to catch Greta. It is like sacrifice your hometown to save Chloe, or sacrifice her to save your hometown. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was jumping into photographs a thing in the previous game? I haven't played them, but I feel like I would have.
It was kind of like a late. It was that was like a chapter 5 thing. For her.
Okay. Because the premise for this is like, apparently after leaping into a Polaroid, she can just stay in the past, starting all over again from the point.
Used as like a new checkpoint kind of deal.
Yeah. Is that different than how it functioned in the previous games, or?
The previous games you would never want to.
Yeah, like it is. It is used as a. You would never want to. So I forget if there was like a time limit on her or anything, but every time she tried to do it, things didn't work well.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So like now I have to play Double Exposure because like this is a direct sequel to that. Go ahead.
Have to. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be blatant spoilers for Life is Strange. I love watching Let's Plays that people's first time experience when you jump back to Chloe being was it quadriplegic or whatever?
Yeah. Like that's one of the times when it doesn't when it doesn't work out. Like, Chloe's life fell apart when her dad died on the job, and Max figures out a way to keep him alive. But the butterfly effect of that causes her to get into an accident and lose the use of her limbs. And so, like, that whole chapter is like, you reuniting with her, and just the outright tragedy of like, oh, this made things a lot worse, not just because she, ends up disabled, but because of the medical costs and stuff that are, driving the family, into being unsustainable. Like that is a real gut punch of a moment there. Yeah. So
hopefully this can reach that high bar.
Yeah, hopefully. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know if they have the capability to do that anymore. Like, True Colors was good. Fine. I like Life is Strange 2 a lot.
Okay. It's coming March 26th, it looks like.
Yes. Yeah. So like I said, it's coming out kind of soon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Next story here is Dennis. What kind of Frankenstein shit is this person getting up to?
Yeah, so Chinese modder XNZ has put together a just horrifying homunculus of a machine. That's not true at all. It's actually very sleekly designed.
Yeah.
She took a PlayStation 5, a Switch 2, and an Xbox, whatever they call the latest Xbox. I stopped paying attention.
Series something. Yeah.
Yeah. But took all three of them and put it into one sleek triangular case with one power source, one cooling system, and one HDMI out that you can then just cycle between them as you see fit. Mm-hmm. The question that you might ask is, why not just get an HDMI switcher? To which the answer is, shut up. This is cool.
Yeah, no, this is not to get effect. She had to buy all of the systems. But yeah, no, this is just to prove that you can. Yeah.
Well, and the coolest thing is she used what is this? The I'm going to butcher what it's called. Lost wax casting to create a bespoke like cooling system to get all these things in the same case together and staying cool. Yeah. And that whole that was a production unto itself.
Yeah, I'm seeing her pour what appears to be molten aluminum into a out of a crucible into the mold. We need to get Maddie. We need to get Ugly Machine to verify that this is. Yeah.
But that's what she wanted to do. The whole game system thing was just a justification.
Yeah. And like the actual thing that came together, it's almost a little bit too modest in the design for what it is. Like, I almost wish it was a little bit wackier. But this rules.
Yeah, super cool, and just I don't know, make cool stuff. Make cool stuff that's not necessarily super functional. We just did a whole question segment on non-optimal play, and this if anything is playing in a non-optimal way.
God, hardware modding is just the coolest thing. One of my favorite things at the Midwest Gaming Classic is every year they've got kind of a room set aside for hardware modders, and there's a lot of cool shit. It's a lot of we took this non-portable system and we made a portable version of it, which is virtuous in and of itself, but also here's us running this, this hardware inside of a retro, almost oscilloscope kind of display, kind of deal.
Nice.
Just literally people getting an idea. That's where I got the video of the person who made the Kaye station, I think it was the PlayStation 1 that was modeled to look like a crab. Like the controller was the two claws left and right that you could hold.
Pure joy. More stuff like that, please.
Yeah.
Which XNZ has done. This is very fun. I tell you what, I can lose an afternoon to looking at some good cable management.
Mm-hmm.
Like this scratches that same itch.
Yeah.
So
I need
make
to
cool stuff, people.
Oh, it's not a Kaye station; it's a PlayStation. Play STACEAN.
Yeah,
because I thought you were talking about like the supercomputers.
No. This is
Kaye's version works better spoken word. PlayStation works better written.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Neat. Good for her. I didn't mean for that to sound patronizing, but here we are. I do want to be patronizing here. What are these maniacs doing with private servers?
Yeah, so this is very much going to be this is a thing that exists, but people are already developing private servers for Anthem. Someone has apparently done a proof of concept for getting at least some of the multiplayer up, which just is really cool.
Nice. I am really surprised that Anthem was just shut down.
I mean that it was launched in the first place is the real miracle. Mm-hmm. Like that seems to be the pattern: is make something and then just shut it down before it ever sees the light of day. So
yeah,
nothing surprises me on that front.
It's not like I'm dismissive because I don't know, Anthem was not exciting at all to me, but like obviously people liked it, and this is worth doing. I mean, this is a very good. This is a very good companion with the PlayStation, all in one box thing. Just because, this was worth doing just to see if you could, and also from a preservation kind of standpoint, right? Like I spent all that time like a year and a half ago talking about getting EverQuest emulators. EverQuest server emulators running. We did the Watch Out for Fireballs on the fan servers for City of Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like the shit rules, even if the game itself is not, something that set the world on fire, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
So I wish them luck. People who want to play Anthem should be able to play Anthem.
Taking bets that this is the last time I ever think about Anthem?
Yep, probably.
But kudos to those who want to think about it more.
Anything else?
Not on my side.
That's all I got.
Okay. How do you both feel about wrapping it up, about buttoning it up? Yeah.
Well, since you said buttons.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I forgot how we end the show.
Wrapping would have been a crime against humanity.
Yes.
The credits.
Although, for moving and packing and stuff, I fucking love that cling wrap you can get.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like they're just thinking it's the roll of like stretchy plastic to like bind shit together.
You see at airports.
Maybe sometimes I don't know that I've seen it at airports.
So
big, like,
much
machine.
of that.
Yeah,
so much of that back when I was doing field service engineering, like when we needed to ship like heavy equipment and stuff.
Yeah,
that stuff's great.
I am sealing totes shut with it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That stuff is amazing.
Yeah,
it took me a beat to be like to parse out the I'm sealing it totes shut.
No, I was not
sealing totes shut.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing millennial speak with that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll give you like mega cancer, but I don't know. It's effective. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to level number 572. I really appreciate you taking the time. Related to the cling wrap discussion, got a couple of weeks here when we're going to be off from recording just because I'm going to be in transit. So anticipate
all
that.
of the weeks, by the way, Kaye is going by Stagecoach.
Yeah, no, I'm going by Kia Soul. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah. But just keep an eye out for that. I wish I could avoid it, but I'm moving across country. Like it's
tough.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
But if you want to help out the show, you can leave a rating or review. You can support us on Patreon. Check out the changes that were made. Check out the State of the Union, as I mentioned before. There's some price changes, but also more unfilmable, which is good. And now that Gary and I are going to be in the same place, we're going to do some streaming. And thanks to time zones and stuff, I think we're going to be able to do streaming stuff too. I don't know. I'd like to do that. I don't stay up late, but with everybody else being in a...
I do, so now we match.
Yeah. So yeah, all kinds of stuff going on. Is there anything forgetting promo-wise?
Yeah, so I actually recorded a episode with Jala on Jala Chan's place about the Frankenstein movie. So
oh, shit.
It's the first of a 2-part episode. Hopefully, maybe I could very much see us ending up with like 3 or more parts, but
Jala has a lot to say about that movie. I know she fucking adores it.
It is an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you address why Frankenstein is hot?
Say again?
So do you address why Frankenstein is hot?
3 words.
I mean,
Guillermo del Toro.
Well,
Fair.
yes, that does come up in the book. Frankenstein is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Canonically hot
So
Frankenstein.
we one of the things we discussed. So in the book, at least as I read it, Victor chooses every individual piece that he uses. He picks the most beautiful one he can, but doesn't really stop to consider like, will these pieces look horrifying together?
Mm-hmm.
So
look maxing.
Well, yeah. So that's what I was about to say. If I was like depicting the creature, he'd look like the Giga Chad, just like someone who's like, yes, theoretically a square jaw is attractive. However, you did not think this through. So, anyways, come hear us talk a great deal about Frankenstein.
Yeah, jalachan.place. Excellent. Cool. Thank you for chiming in with that, because I knew that was coming up, but I am unclear of her release schedule. Yeah. Well, I've been Kaye. You can find me on Blue Sky at Kaye.zone.
I've been Dennis Furia. You can find me on Blue Sky at Furia Games.
I've been Moxie. You can find me on the level as the Moxie. The Moxie?
No, wait a second, Moxie.
Am I getting a definite article now?
That's up to you.
It has been one of those weeks. This year's already been going on too long.
Yeah.
My kids have gotten into Teen Titans and Starfire talks by putting a "the" in front of everything.
Oh,
so
yes.
The Moxie feels surprisingly right now. But you followed one of the accounts, either the level or the personal, on Blue Sky. So either your account's been hacked and the person is just kindly following people that would be relevant to you.
Respect the right to lurk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, in fact.
Fair.
I guess I am Moxie. I don't know. I'm something on Blue Sky.
Yeah, you're around. Instagram for some titles. Okay, I have 3.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bad week for dicks. I have
sounds like a lie.
canonically hot Frankenstein.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I have looks maxing Stein, which nobody said, but
It's pretty
Still.
good.
yeah.
So
I'm sorry. I just hear an NPR voice like, this week it's been a down trend for sports retail. It's been a bad week for dicks.
Yeah. Continue, Moxie.
So I have 3. I have Punxsatomic Phil.
You're gonna make me fucking spell that.
I have okay. And I have new games from a decade ago.
Okay. Okay. And Dennis.
Yeah, I too had Punxsatomic Phil. Man, spell it. I can't even say it. I also had Canonically Hot Frankenstein as a late entry.
Okay.
I also had Go Check Out Some Crimes as a very apropos title for the times.
Go check out some crimes. Okay. What was that in relation to in the episode?
Robocop.
Okay. Yes.
It's like you stop drug bust this, heroin kingpin, or
So
go check out some
excuse me.
crimes.
It's Nuke.
Yes.
Everything is Robocop to me now. I like Punxsatomic Phil.
Sounds good.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I would either go with that or Canonically Hot Frankenstein. Those would be my
that's
two
what
votes.
That's what you have to title the Jalas episode.
Good point.
I don't know how she does naming conventions for Jolly Chips, but
Punxsutawney.
yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay. I just need to oh God. I just need to figure out how to spell that, but it is decided.